The stars were never supposed to have a memory. The Grand Assembly, the highest governing body of all known worlds, had come together for its yearly meeting. Representatives from hundreds of planets, each with unique cultures and advances, filled the Great Hall, an enormous building that made even the largest visitor feel small. It was a place where the wonder of life in all its forms could be seen, where the wisdom and traditions of a million worlds came together. Elder Mira, a slender figure with skin that glowed like moonlight on water, led the meeting. Her gentle voice somehow reached every corner of the vast space. "Today we will explore the ancient melodies discovered on the abandoned world of Lyria," she said. "These songs, preserved in crystal for ages beyond counting, may hold secrets to mysteries we have long wondered about." A whisper of excitement moved through the crowd. The finding of the Lyrian melodies had caused quite a stir, promising answers about the universe's beginnings, lost knowledge, and perhaps even hints about what was to come. Scholars and soundkeepers had worked without rest to understand the melodies, their efforts leading to this moment. Master Tao, head of the Assembly's music studies, stepped forward. His keen eyes looked over the gathered representatives. "What we have found goes beyond our greatest hopes," he said. "These songs, dating back more than 1,000,000 years, speak of a people long thought to be just a story, a people known as the Singers." The hall went quiet. The word hung in the air, strange and almost magical. The Singers? In a universe filled with countless beings, the idea of the Singers had been all but forgotten, pushed aside as just old tales and bedtime stories. Elder Mira raised her hand, clearly interested. "The Singers? Are you certain, Master Tao? No one has ever found real proof that such beings ever lived." Master Tao nodded solemnly. "The melodies cannot be mistaken. They tell of the Singers as a remarkable people blessed with voices that could shape reality itself. Their songs, it seems, were powerful enough to be recorded in these ancient crystals." A hologram appeared in the middle of the hall, showing the translated notes from the Lyrian crystals. The representatives leaned forward, eager to see the music that had caused such excitement. "Listen," Tao said, as he activated the crystal's playback. "The Chronicle of the Singer People." A hauntingly beautiful melody filled the hall. In the earliest days, when the cosmos was young and the void was silent, there came a people of great gifts. They named themselves the Singers, children of harmony. With voice and heart they shaped their destiny, their songs unbroken by the challenges of existence. The murmurs grew louder, a mix of wonder and disbelief. The Singers, children of harmony. The idea was both fascinating and unsettling. What kind of beings were these singers to deserve such detailed songs preserved for 1,000,000 years? One of the representatives, a small but clever being named Zora, spoke up. "What else do the melodies tell us? Did these singers interact with other peoples? Did they leave any lasting mark on the universe?" Master Tao adjusted the hologram controls with practiced movements. "Indeed they did. The melodies describe many meetings between singers and various worlds. They were explorers, peacemakers, and healers. Their vessels, though simple compared to ours, could travel vast distances. They moved among the stars guided by song and an intuitive understanding of cosmic harmony." Another representative, a massive being whose skin seemed to glow from within, raised a question. "This is all very interesting, but why have we never encountered these singers in our time? If they were so important, surely some sign of them would have lasted until today." Tao's expression grew serious. "That is one of the greatest puzzles. The melodies suggest that the singers faced a terrible silence, an event that forced them to leave known space. Their worlds were lost, their civilization scattered. Some believe they found a way to become one with the cosmic harmony itself, while others think their songs may have faded away." Elder Mira spoke thoughtfully. "Could it be that the singers still exist, hidden somewhere among the stars, waiting to be heard again? If they were as gifted as these melodies claim, they might have found a way to survive." The hall buzzed with discussion. The idea of the singers, lost, possibly still out there somewhere, captured everyone's imagination. The thought was exciting, offering both mystery and possibility. Master Tao continued. "The melodies also mention instruments left behind by the singers, crystal harps and resonance chambers. These instruments are said to hold incredible power, able to change the very nature of sound and reality. If we could find these instruments, They might give us unimaginable new technologies and understanding. Mira nodded, considering the implications. We must look into this further. Let's gather our best scholars, musicians, and explorers. The search for the singers and their instruments will be our highest priority. What we might learn could benefit all worlds. The representatives nodded in agreement, their faces showing a mixture of excitement and caution. The search for the singers, once just a fairy tale, was now a mission that could change everything they knew about the universe. As the meeting ended, Elder Mira looked out at the stars, feeling both hope and anticipation. The universe was vast, filled with wonders and dangers alike. Finding the singers and the secrets they held could begin a new age of harmony and knowledge. But beneath her excitement, a sense of caution remained. The ancient crystals had preserved the singers' melodies for a reason. Whatever truths waited out among the stars would need to be approached with both curiosity and respect. For the stars were never supposed to have a memory, and yet here they were, about to discover what that truly meant. As the Grand Assembly's decision echoed through the great meeting hall, preparations for the unprecedented journey began quickly. Teams of experts from every corner of known space were brought together, each contributing their unique talents and knowledge. The mission was named Operation Harmonic Dawn, a name that carried both hope and the promise of new beginnings. Captain Lyra, a respected explorer known for her unwavering determination and quick thinking, was chosen to lead the expedition. Her reputation for successful journeys into unmapped regions of space made her the perfect leader for such an important task. Lyra's skin had a soft purple hue, marked with silver patterns that seemed to shift like stars. As the main ship, the Melody Seeker, prepared to leave, she addressed her assembled crew. "We stand at the beginning of a great journey," she began, her voice calm but full of purpose. "Our mission is to uncover the truth behind the ancient melodies and find any traces of the singer people. We may face unknown challenges, but our unity will see us through." The crew, a diverse group of beings from across known space, nodded together. There was a strong feeling of shared purpose among them. They were about to start a journey that could change the course of history for all known worlds. The Melody Seeker launched from the Assembly's main port, its engines humming with the promise of adventure. The ship carried the latest technology, including special sound detectors and translation devices designed to understand any singer instruments they might find. Their first destination was Lyria, the abandoned world where the ancient crystal melodies had been discovered. Lyria was a barren place now, its surface marked by thousands of years of storms and quakes. The landing site, a massive crystal cave system where the melodies had been found, appeared ahead as the Melody Seeker touched down. Captain Lyra led her team into the cave, the air thick with anticipation. The inside of the cave was enormous, its walls covered in crystal formations that seemed to vibrate gently with trapped sound. Master Tao, who had joined the expedition as the leading expert on the melodies, began examining the formations. "These crystals," he said, running his fingers lightly over the smooth surfaces, "they resonate with the same frequencies as the melodies we studied. We need to find the main chamber where the primary recordings were stored." The team spread out, their lights casting colorful reflections from the crystal walls. Hours passed as they carefully documented everything they found. Finally, they reached the heart of the cave system, a chamber filled with massive crystal columns arranged in a perfect circle. Each column was etched with intricate patterns that seemed to flow like frozen music. Tao's voice trembled with excitement as he read the patterns on the central column. "Here lies the echo of harmony, the birthplace of the singer people. In our time of greatest silence, we sent our songs to the stars. May our melodies guide those who listen." Captain Lyra stepped forward, her eyes scanning the chamber. If these singers truly sent their songs to the stars, there must be more evidence of their journey. We need to find their instruments, their technology. Their next destination was a star system mentioned in the melodies as an important place of singer activity. The coordinates led them to a cluster of planets orbiting a blue-white star. As the Melody Seeker approached, the scanners detected unusual sound waves coming from one of the planets. The surface, though now dry and lifeless, showed signs of once having been home to great cities. Crystal structures half buried in the dust of time hinted at a once thriving civilization. The team disembarked, their protective suits shielding them from the harsh environment. Lyra led them toward the source of the sound waves, an enormous structure shaped like a perfect spiral shell. Inside the structure, the air hummed with subtle vibrations. The walls were lined with crystal instruments, dormant but remarkably well preserved. Tao examined one of the instruments, his eyes widening in wonder. "This is incredible! These crystal harps, though ancient, show a level of sound engineering that matches our own. If we can activate these instruments, we might unlock their secrets." The team worked tirelessly, using their advanced tools to interact with the ancient singer technology. As the instruments began to resonate, holographic images formed in the air, showing star maps and detailed designs of singer vessels. One of the holograms depicted an enormous ship shaped like a perfect tuning fork, far larger than any the team had ever seen. Lyra studied it carefully. This must be one of their harmony ships, capable of carrying thousands across the stars by riding sound waves themselves. If we can find one of these ships, it could lead us directly to the surviving singers. The team recorded all the sound patterns they could and prepared to leave the planet. As they made their way back to the Melody Seeker, Lyra couldn't shake the feeling that they were close to a major discovery. The pieces were coming together, but the complete pattern remained elusive. Back on the Melody Seeker, the data was analyzed, revealing a set of harmonic frequencies that pointed to a location far beyond known space. It was a place the melodies called the Silent Chorus, a name that sent shivers of excitement through the crew. As the ship set course for the unmapped coordinates, Lyra addressed her team once more. "We've made amazing progress, but our journey continues. The Silent Chorus may hold the answers we've been seeking, and perhaps even the singers themselves. Stay alert, stay focused, and together we will discover the truth." The Melody Seeker's engines created a perfect harmony as they propelled the ship into the unknown. With each passing moment, the mystery of the singers grew deeper, and the importance of their mission became clearer. They were approaching a discovery that could redefine their understanding of the universe and their place within it. But as they ventured further into uncharted space, Lyra couldn't help but wonder, what would they find at the journey's end? And were they truly ready for the song that awaited them? The journey to the Silent Chorus was long and filled with challenges. The Melody Seeker traveled through vast regions of uncharted space, navigating around dangerous gravitational fields and through clouds of cosmic dust. The crew's determination never faltered, driven by the promise of uncovering the fate of the ancient singer people. Finally, after weeks of travel, the ship emerged into a star system unlike any they had ever encountered. The stars here pulsed with rhythmic light, as if beating in time to some cosmic melody. At the center of the system floated a massive structure, its design both alien and strangely familiar. "This must be the Silent Chorus," Lyra said, voice filled with wonder. "Prepare for approach." As the Melody Seeker drew nearer to the structure, it became clear that it was an artificial construction, an enormous space station built in the shape of a grand amphitheater. The engineering skill needed to create such a structure went beyond anything known to the assembly worlds. The ship docked at one of the station's many ports, and the crew disembarked, hearts racing with anticipation. Inside, the station was a marvel of crystal architecture and acoustic engineering. The corridors were shaped to carry sound perfectly, and the walls were decorated with intricate patterns that seemed to move when looked at directly. The air vibrated with faint harmonies, suggesting that the station was still functioning despite its ancient origins. Master Tao led the way, his ears catching subtle nuances in the ambient sounds. These harmonies, they speak of a great silence, a time when song nearly vanished from the universe. This station must be a repository of their knowledge and culture. As they ventured deeper into the station, they discovered a series of rooms filled with crystal instruments and sound-preserving devices. Holographic displays activated as they entered, projecting images of the singers in various stages of their history, creating their first instruments, exploring distant worlds, and recording their songs for future generations. In the central chamber, they found what appeared to be a grand concert hall. A crystal podium stood at its center, surrounded by seats arranged in perfect acoustic harmony. Lyra approached the podium cautiously, her fingers hovering over its smooth surface. "Do you think it still works?" Zora asked, barely whispering. "Only one way to find out," Lyra replied. She placed her hand on the crystal, and the podium began to glow with a soft blue light, filling the room with a gentle hum. A holographic figure materialized before them, taking the form of a tall, elegant being with features that seemed to flow like music made visible. "Greetings," the figure said, its voice creating harmonies with each word. "I am Arya, the keeper of the Silent Chorus. You have found the final sanctuary of the singer people." The crew stared in amazement. Lyra was the first to find her voice. "Arya, we are explorers from the Grand Assembly. We have come seeking the truth about the singers and their legacy." Arya nodded, her form shifting slightly with the movement. "I can share the knowledge you seek." The singers, faced with the Great Silence, a phenomenon that threatened to destroy all harmony in the universe, built this sanctuary to preserve their songs and culture. They hoped that someday others would find it and learn from their journey. "And what happened to them?" Tao asked, his voice filled with both curiosity and concern. "The Great Silence was a cosmic discord," Arya explained. "A distortion in the very fabric of reality that made harmonious sound impossible. The singers fought against it, using their greatest songs to heal the discord, but the effort scattered them across the universe. Those who survived came to the silent chorus, but as the ages passed, their physical forms could no longer sustain the harmonies they carried. Eventually, they transcended their bodies, becoming pure song." The crew absorbed this information in silence. Lyra felt a mixture of admiration and sadness for the singers, a people who had achieved so much, yet faced such a profound transformation. "Is there any chance that some singers still exist in their original form?" Lyra asked, hope coloring her voice. "It is possible," Arya replied. "Some chose to journey to distant galaxies, seeking places untouched by the Great Silence. If they succeeded, their descendants might still sing among distant stars." Lyra nodded thoughtfully. "We need to share this knowledge with the Grand Assembly. The singers' legacy can teach us much, and their story deserves to be remembered." Arya smiled, her form shimmering. "I will help you transfer all the songs and knowledge stored here. The legacy of the singers is vast, and it will take time to learn all their harmonies." As the crew began the process of recording the ancient melodies, Lyra reflected on their journey. They had set out to uncover a myth and found a story of resilience and transformation. The singers, though changed beyond recognition, had left an indelible mark on the universe through their songs. With the data secure, the melody seeker prepared to depart. Lyra addressed her crew one last time before they left the silent chorus. "We have discovered something extraordinary. The legacy of the singers will now become part of our shared history, and their melodies will inspire generations to come." The melody seeker launched from the station, leaving the silent chorus behind. As they made their way back to the Grand Assembly, the crew felt a profound sense of accomplishment. They had not only uncovered the truth about the singers but also gained a deeper understanding of the universe's underlying harmony. Upon their return, the Grand Assembly was amazed by their findings. The melodies preserved in the silent chorus became treasured throughout known space, studied by musicians and scientists alike. The ancient crystal songs had led them to a wealth of knowledge, and the universe was richer for it. The legend of the singers, once dismissed as mere myth, now stood as a testament to the power of harmony and the enduring nature of song. Though their physical forms had vanished, their melodies lived on, proof that even in the vastness of space, no song is truly forgotten.